never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through.
Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. Pelican Bay K9's giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Like I always tell my brothers and sisters, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and drop down in the comments and in the chat like your brothers and sisters always do. Big salute and big shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the world, like I always say, to the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to all the dog lovers. Got a special guest in the house with me tonight. We're going to talk some dogs. We're going to talk a little bit about the documentary coming out. And, you know, just sit here and politic, man. Worker Line K9, what's going on, my brother? How's it going tonight?
What's going on, PBK, man? Some gonna like it and some ain't, man. You know how it go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on?
So I had called you to do this interview because I had a documentary I was working on that I'm gonna have to redo from the beginning because I ended up breaking the phone and I lost, you know, pretty much all the, you know, content that I had going on in the video or whatever. But basically, so this documentary that I got going, the reason why I started it is because, you know, back in like 2019, I was driving in Edwardsville, Kansas, and I seen a big melanistic cat, which I believe, you know, after all my research and everything from what I've seen, that it was a jaguarundi, which is like a South American kind of cat. And, you know, I never really labeled it a black panther, quote unquote. Yeah. But a lot of people have cited pretty much the same thing that I've seen. You know, a cat the size of a dog or bigger than a dog, bigger than a Labrador. You see what I'm saying? Or the same size of a Labrador.
Oh yeah.
You know, a house cat don't get that big. You know.
No.
And when you see it, you see the thing is when I seen the cat, I thought, oh, it's just a cat. You know what I mean? But I noticed that its tail was longer than a house cat. The tail alone.
Yeah.
So when you see that up close, you like, hold on, wait a minute. That's not no regular cat. So, you know, I got on the Nebraska Game and Fish boards and, you know, a different DNR, you know, Facebook groups basically. Mm-hmm. And turns out hundreds of people have seen them. Hundreds of people. I mean, there's there is countless people that claim that they have seen black panthers, jaguars, and jaguarundi in the United States. And the thing about it is, the DNR denies they exist sometimes. And there's a lot of critics and a lot of people that are skeptical of, what the eyewitness testimony, and a lot of, the critics, what they have to say about it is basically, how did 50,000 people see these big black cats, but nobody shot one, nobody got one on camera, nobody ran one over? So that's why they're not really believing, what I'm saying, the eyewitness testimony. But here's the thing. So what I did was I went back while I was researching to see, find like a hotspot zone. I was looking for a place where people have constantly reported seeing, melanistic big cats. So what I found out was in the very first sightings that I seen just in the state of Arkansas alone, where because I also seen a big melanistic black cat in Arkansas when I was sitting on a tree stand. I was sitting on a deer stand, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I could see this big black figure just laying down on a pile of logs. And the whole time I'm thinking it's like a log or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in a tree stand, and a buzzard comes and takes a dump on me. True story, dude. So as soon as it takes a dump on me, I shot the 12 gauge, like, to get the bird out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I shot the 12 gauge, the black figure jumped up and started running. And I'm like, oh my God, big cat was right there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But the way he was blending in on the logs, I couldn't tell that was a cat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get back to the crib and tell the OG, I just seen a big black cat again. This is the second time that I spotted one. Luckily, just my luck. You know what I'm saying? I spotted one in 2 different states. Now, what I could tell you about these big cats that I've seen, they have big bodies and small heads. You see what I'm saying? So they got the small head, a little bit bigger than a house cat, but then the body is about longer than an American Pit Bull Terrier. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I realized that ain't no mountain lion or nothing like that. Let me do my research. I come to find out that there's jaguarundi cats that have, they all over Texas. They found them as far north as Oklahoma. Well, if they travel just as far north as Oklahoma, you see what I'm saying? Arkansas is just east of Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So these big cats, they migrate, they travel. A lot DNR always says, like in Oklahoma, they say that mountain lions don't have an established population. They're just passing through. I don't think that that's true because of the simple fact that people do catch them on their trail cams and all that all the time. You see what I'm saying? But the DNR is denying their existence. At one point in time, they denied that there wasn't any mountain lions in Arkansas, up until the fact they had solid evidence of cubs and pictures of them and all that too. So it wasn't up until recently that they finally said, okay, there is a breeding population of cougars in Arkansas. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people basically claim, seeing reported sightings of these big cats and these, different kinds of big cats, stuff like that. So what I did was I started to research. I started to pay attention to West Fork, Arkansas, and Devil's Den, Arkansas, because there was more than 40 reported sightings in just that little, like, I don't even know, what is that, like a 50-mile radius? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that little spot, in them 2 little adjacent towns, more than 50 people have seen melanistic big cats, right? Now, peep this. I look at the population of how many people live in that town, right? During the time. Only 60 people. 40 out of 60 people seen it.
Dang.
So how is more than half the town lying? You see what I'm saying?
Yep. They ain't lying.
Okay. So check this out. In 1975, a tornado came through, right? This came from the eyewitness testimony of a man that lived in Devil's Den near West Fork, Arkansas. A tornado came through in 1975 and destroyed a bunch of enclosures that a black market dealer had. She had an operation where she had more than 100 big cats in West Fork, Arkansas. Her name was Catherine Twist, right? Yeah. When the tornado came through, it destroyed all her enclosures, which that lady got caught up multiple times by them folks. And every time she got caught up, they all said the same thing. She had a pattern going on with her. She'd never had adequate enclosures for those animals. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But here's
Yep.
the thing. She ran a multi-million-dollar operation. She was selling these big cats since the 1950s. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So this wasn't like something that was new. And when she got into the game, basically America was looking for exotic animals because of the TV, because of movies, Hollywood, zoos, hotels. Big animals were popular, you know, because of the TV shows and all that stuff they had going on in the 1950s. So that's what sparked the craze that fueled her empire. So she had a multi-million-dollar black market dealer operation going on, not only in West Fork, Arkansas, but in Michigan, Chicago, Illinois. She got caught up in Mississippi. She got caught up in Alabama. See what I'm saying? So she was doing this like literally in the entire Midwest. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, in 1975, 2 coon dog hunters, not one. You see, I had the screenshots and the testimony. I had their names and all that in the documentary, but I probably can go back and find the photos and stuff on my Facebook somewhere.
Man,
But
you gotta get that stuff off your phone, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have put it in a drive, but I had a lot of stuff going on. You know, we're always building videos, different content, different subjects and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, 2 different coon dog hunters. That one of them was running Walker Hounds, one of them was running Blue Ticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of these dudes, one of them was in Devil's Den, one of them was in West Fork. Both of these dudes treed a jaguar, or they claimed that they had treed melanistic black jaguars in 1975. The same year, a couple months after that tornado came through and wiped out Catherine's little enclosures and what she had going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
Now peep this. And I believe in 1991, they started the Turpentine Wildlife Refuge, right?
Okay.
When they started that refuge because Catherine Twist went over to man, I can't say their names off the top of my head, but she went over to these folks' house and she said, you know, I got a bunch of big cats. I can't afford to take care of them no more. Woo woo whoop de wop. Next thing you know, they start the Turpentine Refuge. She gave them 30 big cats when she had got caught up because she was getting caught up by the laws and all that, right? This wasn't until 1991, right? So here's the thing. In the late 1970s, the people that owned Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, they had a pet tiger, right? They don't mention who they got the pet tiger from. They say that they got it from a man because the dude was a zoologist and he got it from so and so. They didn't say nobody's specific name who they got it from, right? Yeah. But it's ironic how in the late 70s they get a pet tiger and they only lived less than 15 miles away from Catherine Twist.
Yeah.
So you know, it's not really hard to connect the dots there. You see what I'm saying? But these people are licensed in taking care of these big cats and all that. So they're not going to snitch on themselves and say, yeah, we got our first big cat from this black market dealer, or that we've been doing business and we've been in cahoots with her for decades. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not going to admit that. But here's the thing, though. What kind of person shows up to your front door and says, I got 30 lions, tigers, and bears and jaguars. You want them? Randomly.
Damn. Yeah.
Randomly. Somebody random, because, you know, when you look up the history of the Turpentine Wildlife Refuge, they put all that on the internet. They admit that they got the cats from Catherine Twist. But their story is that she randomly one day showed up at their doorstep and said, hey, I need help with these tigers and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Randomly. Just they didn't know her from nowhere. She just showed up. Now, let me tell you something about Arkansas. Folks don't just pull up in people's driveways that they don't know. That's how you get shot.
Yeah.
So I'm not really believing that they didn't know her from nowhere like they claim they did. But, you know, for incriminating purposes, even though that's past the statute of limitations, we talking about stuff that happened in the 1990s. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We're going to go along with their story. You see what I'm saying? But when I put together this hypothesis of how these, you know, sightings started happening of jaguars in Arkansas and all that, and big cats, melanistic cats, my hypothesis was they were reintroduced by Catherine Twist accidentally. You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people are saying that my theory and my hypothesis is not correct because of the fact that these were domestic big cats and they wouldn't be able to survive on their own in the wild, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing: people hit deers on the side of the highway all the time. How can they not survive in the wild if there ain't nothing but miles of dead roadkill for them to just walk up and just, oh look, a dead deer, oh, boop. See what I'm saying?
So they can
How they gonna
survive.
starve to death?
They can survive in that wild.
They can survive in that wild. They jaguars. These are animals that can jump in the water and grab a caiman and snatch it out the water and pull it up a tree.
I tell you what, man, I believe you can let a regular house cat go in the wild and it's gonna survive.
We know that for a fact because there's plenty of feral cats out there.
There's plenty of food out there too.
And here's the thing: West Fork, Arkansas is adjacent to the Ochinauta Wildlife Refuge Forest. It's one of the biggest forests in America. I'm pretty sure that forest reaches down all the way to like Louisiana. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nobody, but there are so many bayous and rivers and streams and all that in Arkansas. Nobody goes through there. Nobody lives up in there. If you ever drive through Arkansas, you see miles and miles of forest and wilderness. There's probably one house for every 150,000 acres. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Nobody really live out there. So how would they literally be able to see if there's animals out there? You wouldn't know what's out there because most people ain't even out there. You see what I'm saying? Up in these deep bayous and stuff, they saying, why don't people take pictures? There ain't no electricity out there.
You
see what I'm saying? In the deep wilderness in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas, it ain't no electricity. Ain't no electric poles run out there. You see what I'm saying? You got the Saline River. I've been to the Saline River. There is miles upon miles upon miles of just straight woods, man. And there's nothing but like real country folk that live up in there. And when you go talk to those country folk, you know, because I've been down there and I asked them people like, hey, have you ever seen big melanistic jaguars and stuff? They always have some real wild stories of stuff that they've seen in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They said that ivory-billed woodpeckers were extinct, right?
What kind of woodpecker?
Ivory-billed woodpeckers. They said they was extinct at one point in time, right?
Okay.
It's a rare bird. Tell me why I done seen them junks right there in my homeboy's front yard. Woodpecker 3-4 times the size of a regular woodpecker, knocking slow. You know how woodpeckers knock fast on a wood? These junks knock slow. It sounds like a hammer hitting a tree. Bop, 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 bop. See what I'm saying?
Damn.
It's some unmistakable stuff that if you see it, you know for a fact you're not tripping. That's a giant woodpecker. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, them's was extinct, but whole time they're abundant in my man's front yard.
Damn.
And when I went to go take a picture of it, he said, hey, bro, don't take a picture of that because if you start taking a picture of all these little species and stuff we got around here that they say don't exist and is rare, I'm going to have a bunch of them weird biologists and all that in my front yard. You see what I'm saying? So they don't even want to report that because they don't want all these people all up tromping up through their land trying to do some biologist stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's just what I got going on for that documentary. I thought it was a very interesting subject to speak on because even out where you at in Carolina, they have plenty of people that have spotted these melanistic big cats, and in the Carolinas they call them wildcats.
And Carolina and Florida. Florida got people spotted black melanistic cats or whatever they call them, the Florida Panther. And we got mountain lions on the west side of South Carolina, which would be the Greenfield, all that side on that side. We got mountain lions on that side, or cougars or whatever. So I seen on YouTube with a black panther was down in Florida.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Just like you just said, you know, the tail is like double the body length.
Yeah, double the body length. And here's the thing. I've seen countless videos, and when you show these people, these skeptics, the videos, they say, "Oh, that's a house cat. Oh, that's an escaped pet." In Neosho, Missouri, a police officer shot one trying to break into a lady's house. It was declawed. It was somebody's pet, right? So the peep, every time that you bring up the big cats, they say, "Why hasn't anybody ever shot one? Why hasn't anybody ever found one or seen one or confirmed one? KIA confirmed one dead." Well, here's the thing. They did, and because it was somebody's pet and it was declawed, it's no longer what it is. It's no longer a leopard. It's no longer a jaguar because it was somebody's pet. How does that even make sense?
That it don't. Not if it's been a pet. I mean, it's just a one that's been petted out.
It's a pet, but that proves the fact that people are keeping these big melanistic cats in captivity and they are escaping.
Mhm.
So for somebody to say they spotted one, how far-fetched is that? Now, here's the thing. Nobody claimed that cat. If it was just somebody's pet and it was just some regular everyday stuff, why didn't they claim the cat?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they
you're
probably
right.
got 20 of them on chains in the backyard like pit bulls and they breeding them Jones. That's probably why they didn't claim that cat. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. And they know
So
that cat gonna bring some questions.
some questions and some heat. You see what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's Neosho, Missouri. That ain't nothing but, not too far from Arkansas. It ain't too far from where I'm at either. That's about an hour and a half away from me. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if I spotted a big giant melanistic black cat, right, on Carr Drive in Edwardsville, that's only about 150 miles away from where a cop shot one.
Mm.
You connecting the dots now? So for people to say that I'm a liar and to say that other people that have seen these big melanistic cats are liars, it's
You
just
still,
preposterous. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I couldn't hear
You
you
know,
I couldn't hear you just a second ago. I can hear you good now though.
yeah, I said it's ridiculous for people to just automatically assume that it's a lie without doing the research. But I've done countless research, and on the highway, they in Texas they run over ocelots, jaguarundi all the time. Now here's the thing: they denying jaguars in Texas, right? But
Mm.
they not denying them in New Mexico. I actually seen a dude say, "Hey, how are these jaguars getting through if they built the Mexican border?" And then the other day, I see a photo of a mountain lion sitting on the top of that fence, jumping over.
That
And when I seen that photo, I laughed because the first thing I thought to myself was, I remember that dude in that group talking about that border wall was going to stop them big cats from coming in.
damn.
Well, we proved dude's theory wrong because that gate had barbed wire on it, and it didn't stop that big cat. Now here's the thing: they have a video the U.S. Army took on a base in Carolina of a black big melanistic cat jumping a fence. And if you go on YouTube, it's one of the first videos that pops up when you look up Black Panther, Black Jaguar, whatever in the United States. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
In the
Them
early
things should
19,
be able to climb. They should be able to climb them walls though.
oh, yeah, they can climb anything, man. They can climb that wall with something in its mouth. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep. Yep.
The last time somebody killed one in America was in Louisiana in the 1920s, right?
Mm.
So we know they was here in America in the 1920s, right? Now here's the thing: they claim that we done eradicated that species up out of there. We done killed them all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the late 1950s, they was extinct out of America, right? But how they extinct them if they're still untouched land in Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi that
Oh,
nobody's ever
oh,
did nothing, built nothing on?
oh, you're right about that. Now I'm reading something right here. It say as of 2017, Florida had 120 to 230 adult panthers in the wild.
Yeah.
Just averaging. As of 2017, but they're not saying it. They show exactly what's there now, and they said southwestern tip of Florida, south of Orlando, some was spotted.
Mm-hmm.
And a person it was saying further up on the article that people mistake them cats for panthers and different things. But this woman said, I'm reading it right here. She said she clearly seen a black panther, you know, over there.
Yeah.
She said, like that's where I got the long tail from. She said it was low to the ground. She said the tail was super long, you know.
Yeah.
But so you own it, man. Like you said, I mean, it's too much open land. It's too much all that stuff. Them cats can survive, man. It's too
I
much
mean,
dead. It's too much dead things laying
for
around
them to
throughout the
eat.
wood. Yeah, throughout the woods, all on the side of the road. You know,
And here's the thing: the Jaguarundi cat, they're abundant in South America. Like this is a cat that's everywhere down there, right?
what kind of cat is that? Is that a mixed jaguar or something else?
Okay, the crazy part about the Jaguarundi, when I looked it up, they can actually interbreed with jaguars
Mm,
and domestic house cats. That's the crazy part. See what I'm saying? And it's a smaller species. It's just a different subspecies of its own, cat. It's Jaguarundi. You can Google it, research it, whatever. But look, that specific cat can interbreed, crossbreed. Now they say it's not likely, right? It's not likely, but what happens when we've learned this over time through hybridization, that when a species leaves its home range and there are other species that it can interbreed with, they usually do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because they can't find their own kind to mate to, so they interbreed. Now here's the thing: the red wolves in Carolina, when they did a DNA test on those wolves, it turns out a red wolf ain't nothing but a gray wolf mixed to a coyote. You see what I'm saying? So these red wolves are really just coyote hybrids. But if you pay attention on the internet, there's a lot of people that will claim that coyotes and wolves don't interbreed. They won't. But here's the thing, though: the researchers in the universities, when they did the study on the red wolves, they found out they was coyote hybrids, right? Yep. That's another thing that I have seen in the state of Missouri that people say that I didn't see. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you didn't see no wolves. You see what I'm saying? Well, when I'm tromping through the woods with some little Patterdales, and I see a damn canid bigger than a German Shepherd, looking like shredded up, looking like one of them APBTs and Keep. You see what I'm saying? You can see the muscles bulging out this animal. You know, that ain't no coyote, bro. Because if that was a coyote, I'd stick these two little Patterdales on it and they would body that junk. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
We out here with a bulldog. I got a whole pit bull. When I looked at that wolf, I thought to myself, these two Patterdales and this pit bull will get beat the fuck up. It was a whole wolf, dog. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even release the dogs, bro. I looked at it and thought to myself, damn, I already know how this is going to play out. That wolf is going to snatch up one of these little Patterdales, is going to run from the bulldog, and it's going to take the fuck off. See what I'm saying?
Yep. And you never know if it's more out there. That wolf.
And that's the thing. It yipped at my dogs, and I swear that yip was it calling for backup. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whole time.
They'll make your dog think, and they'll be like, come follow me.
Yeah, whole time, this animal was so sharp, it knew I was there before I knew it was there. But when I seen it run, I'm thinking it's a deer or something. Whole time, it's a whole wolf. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Now, peep this. This wolf I seen was 8 blocks away from Independence Avenue near downtown Kansas City. Swear to God, word to my mama on both of my kids, right?
Yeah.
Now, check this out. I get on the groups. I say, hey, man, I done seen a wolf up here in KC. It's running around the woods. They saying you ain't see a wolf, that was a coyote. I'm like, bullshit. If that was a coyote, we would have caught a body. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dogs would have hawked him down and bodied him if he was a coyote. A wolf is a whole nother caliber of animal. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So whole time they denying that there's wolves in Independence, Missouri, right over there down near downtown KC. A fucking wolf hybrid goes to the gas station. I'm telling you, this dog had to be, I have a picture of it on my Facebook for sure. This dog had to be at least 87% wolf. You see what I'm saying? This is a high content wolf dog.
Yeah.
It went to the gas station and was begging people for food right there, less than a mile away from where I seen that other wolf.
That dog in it, make it be able to survive with the people around.
Exactly. And I never claimed that the wolf wasn't no dog hybrid or coyote hybrid. It could have been a hybrid, but the whole fact of the matter is, I know what I seen. The junk was part wolf, and it's indistinguishable. You see what I'm saying? So,
and that's the thing. See,
every year on Craigslist, they sell high content wolf dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm always on Craigslist looking at the market because the market fluctuates, especially when I was in a bully game. I had to look at what my competition was selling their dogs for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I pay attention. It's like stocks to me. I pay attention to what everybody's selling their dogs for, how much they're going for, because it's a lot of people stepping on toes. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Every single year, I see high content wolf dog puppies on Craigslist, right? These people are selling them to whoever has the green cold hard cash, or blue nowadays. Cash ain't green no more, blue. You see what I'm saying? But whoever got them blue notes gets the wolf dog. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 90% of the general public that they're selling these wolf dogs to does not have the mental capacity to adequately care for these wolf dogs, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They don't have the training. They don't even understand what that is, because a wolf dog is not like a regular dog. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they selling these exotic animals to people who don't have the knowledge to take care of them. What do you think they do when they turn full grown and
Let
they
that
can't
mother
handle them
loose.
no more?
Let them loose in the woods.
They release them right there in the woods, right there by the crib. They don't drive hours off into the country. None of that. They don't have to do that. They go right by downtown Kansas City, right there to the Indian Mountain Woods, and they dump them off right there. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, so it's not far fetched. It's honestly, when they ask where do these animals come from, they came from Craigslist. They came from anybody with a pocket full of cash can go online right now and buy a tiger. Look at NBA YoungBoy situation.
He
See what I'm
had one.
saying?
He had a tiger.
NBA YoungBoy got caught up not too long ago. The man he was flexing with a white tiger on Instagram and social media and all that. Next thing you know, they do a raid in Louisiana. They find a tiger malnourished with some with worms and all that, all messed up. You should do a Hog Dog News report on that. You feel me?
I'll check it out. I'm gonna check it out. See what's
Yeah,
going
check
on.
it out. NBA YoungBoy wasn't the only rapper that went bought a domestic, some type of big, large cat, some tiger or some ridiculous stuff. I mean, we seen it in the Scarface movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dude that was it was a dude in New Jersey in the projects. They did a raid. This
Yeah.
was like in the 80s or the 90s. I think I want to say 90s. They did a raid, some type of raid in the
Yeah.
project. Dude had a full grown tiger up in the apartment, full grown. You know, he
I'm
had
trying
it in
to
there.
tell you.
He had it in there since it was a baby. You know what I'm saying? And
Guaranteed.
they were showing it on the news and stuff like that. I said, damn, I seen that on YouTube. You know, full
Well,
grown tiger in the projects.
at the Sonora market in Mexico, they sell them nonchalantly, like dogs. See what I'm saying? And the thing is, there's actually numerous states in America where you can legally buy and own them, which Wisconsin is one of them. I know that for a fact. You see what I'm saying? So it's not even necessarily that people are buying these animals illegally. Some of these people own these animals legally and have adequate enclosures and all that for them. I knew somebody up in Wisconsin that had a Bengal tiger, and they had a like a 16-foot fence in their backyard and all that crazy stuff for it. You see what I'm saying? But they used the dog for advertisement purpose. Well, they used the tiger for advertisement purposes is what they allegedly had it for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And legally in the state of Wisconsin, you can do that.
Now we got a tiger. Dude got a tiger facility thing over here. They used to fuck with Tiger King. He fuck with Joe Exotic. The dude named Doc Anno. You know, he got the Myrtle Beach Safari, the tiger place over there, where they do the same thing like Tiger King be doing. So I'm quite sure, like you said, if you got the right license over here, you know, you can have it, you know, and then you got the right stuff around it to make sure you stay secure. You know, I'm quite sure it won't be too much of a problem. I mean, I don't know how it'll be in these neighborhoods like I stay in, but you know,
I mean, literally in the neighborhoods like where you stay at, like in residential neighborhoods, you can have them as long as your state permits it. Like I know for a fact, the lady who has the Bengal tiger lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right there in the city, dog, right there on the north side. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right there in the middle of the city. You see what I'm saying? So I honestly, I think it has to do with you know, the exotic laws for the states, you know. But I believe that most of these big cat sightings that people are seeing are escaped exotic pets, and it honestly happens a lot more often than people would believe. And the crazy part is, when I looked up how many people registered, you know, reportedly that we know in the United States own big cats in their private collection, more than 2,300 people, bro.
Dang.
That we know of. You see what I'm saying?
I just looked it up. South Carolina is illegal to own them. Yeah, you can't own one unless it's like some type of zoo, some type of thing. Title 47, Chapter 2, large wild cats, non-native bears, and great apes prohibits the possession and purchase, breeding, selling, or importation of a large wild cat, including tigers, as well as non-native bears and great apes. You know, and That's in South Carolina, so every state probably a little different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
every state's a little different. I know in Kansas City, Missouri, not a couple like, I think it was in the late 2000s. A chimpanzee got loose and started busting out police windshields and all type of that. It was on some Planet of the Apes stuff, dude. It's on YouTube.
Damn, damn.
Yeah, a whole chimpanzee got loose, started going crazy like Caesar off Planet.
Now, if you you can hear me, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, you know, that guy in Ohio that had this the tiger, the animal enclosure, and he died. That they got on YouTube, and all his animals got out.
All his
He got,
animals got loose. Yeah, that
yeah.
was crazy.
Now imagine if they didn't kill 2 tigers. They killed all 100 and some of them, but they didn't get 2 or 3 of them. You know,
Yo, here's the thing.
They're gonna survive.
How do they know how many animals he really had?
That's what I'm saying. How did they know what he had? They don't really know if he dead.
They really don't. He could have been hiding some stuff in the back. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You never know what cuz had over there. You see what I'm saying? So how do they know they killed them all? Because I remember when that happened, they said we got all the animals, we killed them all, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's a possibility 1 or 2 of them Jones went unaccounted for.
It's very, very big possibility, man, because they don't know how many the brother had. You know, they're just going off the cages.
Now peep this. I also researched how far can these animals travel, because somebody said, we've seen them on the East Coast. So if we've seen them on the East Coast, how is it possible they're at the East Coast? Now check this out. It would only take a jaguar 2 years to walk from the middle of Mexico, from Mexico City, right, all the way to South Carolina. It would only take them 2 years.
Shit, you think it'd take them that long?
Dude, these animals, it really would not take them that long, but I did a realistic, I did an average. How many miles do they walk a day?
I could probably walk to Mexico in less than 2 years.
Well, you could if you just kept walking consistently without stopping. But you got to remember, these animals is hunting. They sleep, they rest, they rotate.
Yeah.
They don't just necessarily walk in a straight line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They go left, they go right, they go up, they go down, they go wherever the food's at. You know what I mean?
And then I'm reading signs. Taking roads. They going through the woods, and they don't tell.
Yeah, they going through the woods. So they might fuck around, get there faster than you because they took a shortcut.
Yeah, ain't no damn telling though. Ain't no telling.
Ain't no telling. Well, look, a coyote hunter in Tennessee, he took a coyote that he trapped, put a collar on it, and let it go. Right. A year later, they found that coyote all the way in Missouri, like way off into Missouri. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
And matter of fact, I think he was in Alabama. He was like right on the Tennessee Alabama border, and they found that coyote. A hunter shot that coyote like 3-4 states away, man. So why they saying it ain't no wolves and all that, and it's crazy because Missouri actually let wolves go, right? To let the population up. So did Colorado. You see what I'm saying? So why they say there ain't no wolves running around here? If that coyote could walk all the way from freaking, like, dude, they found that jump like 600 miles away, bro.
Damn.
So, and that was only in a 1 year's time. It crossed like 4 major highways. You know, these animals, they travel, man.
Yep. Let me ask you this real quick. You might not know it. You might do know it. When it comes to the wolves and stuff, do they rather stay in the colder area, or would they, like, because Florida, the South Carolina, the North Carolina, the VA is pretty much some average weather as far as it's hot all the time. I don't know about VA and VA, but North Carolina down, it's pretty much hot all the time from summer through the winter. You know what I'm saying? We get some cold days, but
the true answer to that was wolves once ranged the entire America and Mexico. They were hunted. They were hunted to extinction.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? They was ran off the map. So wolves being in Carolina, these is animals. Wolves is some ornery ass fucking animals, man. They will run down on your livestock and your cows and just desecrate your cows, like kill 6-7 cows in one day. See what I'm saying? Like they'll kill more than they need to eat. See what I'm saying? They'll pull up on your goats and kill every goat you got in one day. See what I'm saying? So This is why people eradicated them, off the map, because they were a nuisance. They were a problem.
Yeah.
Coyotes, not so much. But when they start to hybridize with coyotes, you got to think about the coyote is one of the most slickest animals on the planet, because the coyote lives in New York City. The coyote lives right there in the middle of the city. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So these are animals that can literally live anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. So
Yeah.
when you take a coyote mental state, being one of the most elusive animals that lives right in a human space without them knowing it, in the middle of, literally, there's photos of coyotes in the middle of New York City. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they can survive smack dead in the middle of New York City, what makes people think they can't hybridize to a wolf and survive anywhere?
Yeah, they can survive anywhere.
Literally, they can literally survive anywhere, and they're animals that can adapt. They can adapt a lot. And these predators that people hunt, and they're not stupid. They know humans shoot them, so they see a human, they automatically assume you have a gun and you're trying to blow them down.
Yep.
So they out of there. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
They out of
Right.
there. They learn that from generations upon generations, and that's how those animals have been able to survive this long.
Yep.
So you got certain animals that are elusive. They don't come around humans. They could be right near humans without humans ever seeing them. Foxes are the same way. How often do you see a fox? You think it ain't no foxes around your neighborhood?
Oh shit! I was hunting foxes in my backyard.
You
And
see what I'm saying?
I'm saying the city. I'm talking about every time about 10:30 at night, my dog start barking. I'm talking about I'm in the city in the hood.
In the
Not no
city.
New,
You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
not no New York City, but the city of my
Yeah,
country or my town or whatever. But dang,
yeah.
I 10:30, man, I hear the dogs barking. I already know what time it is. It's time to get the little rifle and go out there and just wait. Man, I done got about 5 or 6 foxes, and I got a few of them that got away. I was looking for somebody who
Yeah.
wanted to buy them. I called everybody about my fox problem. I called the actual police department. I called the animal
Yeah.
shelter. They told me to call the animal shelter, and from there they told me to call the game warden. The game warden told me to call this company that was in Charleston, South Carolina, that deal with that type of stuff. I called them. They told me to call some people that was closer to me, call the snake catcher man type dude. So I called him. Yeah, I called him, and he said, I'm gonna have to pay for it if they own my land, and if they not on my land, I can't really do nothing about it. Just leave them alone, let them stay wild. They good for the environment or something like that. So I'm
Or
like,
whatever. Yeah.
what if they chase? What if you get one sick and they chase people and bite somebody, or they come over here and get one of my dogs infected or something like that? Then it's gonna be
Mange. What they would realistically do is they'd spread mange and all that to your dogs.
and see what the foxes used to do in my yard when I go out there and feed my dogs and say they ain't have some food, they have food left over in the bowl, and I just throw it out there on the ground and then
Yeah.
reload the bowl with some fresh food or something.
Yeah.
They'll get it. Them foxes will be out there, man. I'm talking about I'll peek out the window plenty of nights and I'll see
Yeah.
two
Your dog will be
foxes.
asleep. A fox is a slick animal. They'll
Oh yeah,
literally see your dog asleep, creep
yep,
up in your dog's stuff, eat his food, and roll
yep,
out. The dog and never even know he was there.
yep. Now my pit bulls was bad for that, but the Malawi's, the motherfuckers can smell them foxes.
Yeah, they can smell them.
I don't
Yeah,
even
they
know.
can.
I don't even know they round, bro. But if they start barking,
Yeah.
they know they're in the woods coming towards the house. You know what
He
I'm
said
saying?
the Malawas. He said pit bulls
Yeah,
mad
yeah.
about that. The Malawas, they man, hold on, man, it's sleep.
Bro, I done seen a fox come up in my pit, like you say, the pit sleep in the house. He just chilling. He don't even know the thing
Yeah.
out there. And they just sit out there, they go out there and eat out the dog, drink out the bowl. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
And when I look out there, I even put one on my Facebook one time. I say, look at this fox in my backyard. I recorded it on my phone. He's sitting out there. He's sitting out there just sitting in the yard. He know how far the dogs can come. You know what I'm saying? And I had one that act like he wanted to fight my dog. He was
Yeah.
close in the yard, right? And I came out there, I looked out the window, and Anime came running towards him. And he didn't know, it's like he didn't know how long Anime chain was. And
Yeah.
before she got jacked back by the chain, it's like he kind of curled up a little bit, like he was about like, okay, let's get ready to go.
Like he wanted to catch a fade. Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
like he
them are
wanted to catch
bold
a
like
fade or
that, man.
And then once she got pulled back by the chain, it's like he kind of calmed down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shit, man, I put a few of them things down, and a few of them got away from me. haven't seen as many over the past 6 months,
Man,
but I have
they
seen one or two.
actually They actually pretty crucial, man. So the OG River Styx had a dog pen that had a little gap on the top, right?
Yeah.
And so basically he had like 8 puppies or something like that in there, right? So 2 nights in a row, his puppies get snatched up and ate by something out of that cage. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
The mama dog, every time she fell asleep, basically it'd run up in there and it'd take her thing until she finally got hip to it. And then she peaked game. She obviously didn't let no more of her pups get took. But the thing took at least 2 of her pups. And one thing that the OG Sam McCool pointed out, he goes, "Hey man, nothing can fit between that gap, predator wise, except for a fox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing is a mountain lion's not fitting through there. A bobcat is not squeezing through there and grabbing no dog and coming out of there. A fox is the only animal that's slick enough to do that. You see what I'm saying?
And I know they'll do it, bro, because we had gamecocks. I had a yard full of gamecocks. I just let them run around in my yard to the neighbor yard, whoever yard they want to go to.
Yeah,
And
you just let them free range.
Yeah, they would start spotting them foxes, man. And man, over a period of weeks, them chickens was getting shorter and shorter, shorter and shorter,
Shorter and shorter.
And
Yeah,
that was gone, all gone. You
so
know,
look, in the back of that puppy pen one night, I went out there with some coon dogs, and I was trying to get up on some coons, and a fox actually walked right behind me and my dogs. I shined him with the light, and he walked up in the woods. He was standing right in the back of that puppy pen when I shot him in the neck. He was eating the food, like you said, when the puppies and stuff and the dogs, when they knock their food bowl over and the food falls out of the pen and falls on the ground, he was eating the food on the ground. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I feel like if it wasn't enough food out there, he'd get bold enough, he'd go up in there and eat a puppy. You see what I'm saying?
Shit, he will, because my homeboy had a pit bull puppy. It was probably about 3 or 4 months old. And matter of fact, it was some of that Big John stuff. And we went out there one night, went out the next morning. Someone was trying to take him off the damn chain. They didn't get the dog. Dog was all swole up around the neck. Puppy was all swole up. Something tried to pull him off the collar, but the collar was too tight to take him off. So the fox couldn't take him off, or couldn't take him off with him.
Couldn't run off with him. But if he could have, he'd have ran off with him, made him.
Yep, and his neck was fucked up and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that was one of them foxes out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing it was.
It's the only thing that's going to do that. I don't really see coyotes trying to eat dogs because they're dogs.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But then again, I have seen, well, they didn't necessarily eat them. I seen, coyotes can run. Another thing people don't know, they can run in packs up to 20.
Oh yeah. We got them down here where you can, like, say if you out there in the woods, man, you'll hear about that coyote.
Yeah, you can hear them Jones deep. And a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot
it
of
sounds
them.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So during the heat season they had one time in the front of my guy Sam's yard, I actually witnessed 2 packs go to war, right? Looked at them through the scope, and they was out there all around a female that was heat breeding, and then all the dominant males was slugging it out. And then they was all like in there. So I don't think they necessarily, they so smart, they don't like inbreed and line breed to each other. They actually breed to other packs. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So 2-3 packs link up. I swear in that field it was at least 40 of them. You see what I'm saying? And they was out there. It sounded crazy, bro. They was all out there in the cow pasture fighting, breeding, just doing their thing out there. And all the dogs was tripping out. And it's crazy because they would actually come to the tree line and bark at the dogs. And then when the dogs would go off, you could hear them going farther and farther back, like establishing a territory. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because old head actually said, now this was a witness from an OG, an 80-year-old black man. I don't remember his name. The OG Sam McCool told me this story. So it's a story that he heard from another brother. You see what I'm saying? Yep. So the old man claims, he owned a bunch of land or whatever, and he had a bunch of turkeys and stuff. So the DNR actually came through and took a bunch of turkeys, right, that they were going to send to Texas to repopulate their population. Mm-hmm. They was cool with that because there was so many turkeys it didn't matter. Well, tell me why they traded Texas coyotes for turkeys So next thing you know, he says a big truck pulls up, opens up the back, and they let like 20 coyotes out into his yard.
Damn.
The DNR did that. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
So those big mega packs that they have and stuff, they actually were like basically the way the old head put it, them shits was man-made. They was never that strong. They was never that deep out there. There was coyotes, but they weren't like, you know what I'm saying, running in packs of 20 and 30. They was just a couple of them out there. But with the DNR actually came and dumped a bunch of them out there to quote unquote control the rat population.
Nah, I'm gonna
Now,
tell you right now. My boy who got the Big John stuff or had the Big John stuff, he stayed probably about 5 minutes from me, right? He killed a coyote and he sent me a picture of it. This is the first time I ever seen a black coyote. I never seen a black coyote.
yeah,
And that joke
blackface.
has, he was straight black, but he wasn't, I couldn't really tell what size it was because he was on a phone, but he had some nice hangers on him, and he was all black. He was all black. If I would have spotted myself, I would have thought it'd have been a wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who knows if it's a mixed breed, wolf.
Well,
and
I would
coyote.
imagine that they are mixed breeds. I would imagine that they're either coy dogs, a crossbreed between a dog, a feral dog. One of those. Okay, you ever heard of a Carolina dingo?
I heard of a Carolina dog. A Carolina dog.
Yeah, the Carolina dog, the Carolina dingo. It's a feral dog.
Okay, no, I ain't seen the Carolina dingo, but I know that I'm quite sure he's out there.
Yeah. So basically, it's been feral dogs running around in the woods in Carolina since the early 1900s, right?
Yeah.
These dogs actually, because they were never like, I wouldn't say never, but hardly other breeds of dogs would come and intermingle and interbreed with these feral dogs. So they actually inbred and line bred to the point where they made their own subspecies of, like, they made their own breed, basically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Carolina dingo is like a feral dog that is they've adapted in the wild. Like, nobody's feeding them. They basically are like coyotes, but they're domestic dogs that basically are bush dogs. You see what I'm saying? I remember seeing a documentary some years ago about the Carolina dingoes. You see what I'm saying? And it's very likely that those feral dogs would hybridize and cross into coyotes because these dogs have natural instincts. They're wild.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they breed the coyotes? And then, like I said, when the universities did the studies on the red wolves, they come to find out that they ain't nothing but coyote hybrids.
I can believe that because they're not as big as your real grays and stuff like that.
I mean, they literally look like it. My mama always told me when it comes to pit bulls, because a lot of these dudes falsify papers and do all this fugazi stuff. So I brought a lot of funky looking dogs home over the years that was supposed to be, pit bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my mom would always say, they got your ass. That's not a pit bull. I don't care what these folks say the papers is on that white dog. That dog is not a pit bull. You got, son. You see what I'm saying? If it don't look like a duck and it don't quack like a duck, it's not a duck.
Yeah.
And she said that's how we did it back in my days. Y'all over here reading pedigrees, looking at the dogs like, oh, I got this old school, old Kobe joint, all this cap stuff. Nah, bro, you don't got that because my mom was born in the 70s and she would always tell me, look, it don't look like a duck and it don't quack like it ain't a duck. And a lot of these dudes pit bulls don't look like pit bulls.
Yep.
So
right about that.
I came to the realization my mom was right. A lot of these dogs is falsified as fuck. You see what I'm saying? The dog that I brought over, the last dog I brought over, and she told me that about, that's not a pit bull. It was a white dog. It was a heavy McCoy dog. It was a cur. It was garbage. See what I'm saying?
Damn.
So when I brought the dog in from the gate, she told me that dog is a shit eater. See what I'm saying? I had to, go through the trials and tribulations, really get to know the dog, test the dog, work the dog to find out the quality of the dog. Because I wasn't just going to assume that it was no good off the rip. But it's crazy how with her 2 eyes, she was able to look at the dog and say, that motherfucker right there ain't 100. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whole time it wasn't. So if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. We realistically
You went out on me, bro. Yo. I can hear you
You
now.
know?
I couldn't hear you just a
Yeah,
second ago. I couldn't hear you just a second
yeah,
ago.
yeah. I broke up for a second there, but yeah, man. So that's just my hypothesis, man. You know, I feel like we went through pretty much all I had to say on a Black Panther subject.
When you gonna start?
I'd like a lot of people.
When you gonna start the documentary back?
Oh
Or,
man, I gotta
or
start it off from scratch. I'm gonna start it today. Hopefully I get some good content and I put it together real nicely because you know it's all about how you put it together in the presentation and all that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
well, that's something that I really appreciate about your platform and your YouTube is the growth, uh, the quality and the content of your videos and stuff. Bro, you doing your thing, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
I see a
Appreciate
lot
it.
of these cats getting pissed off. Every time they get pissed off, I get super excited because I'm like, PBK done pissed them off again.
Hey,
Fucked them up.
you know how it is, man.
He
Shit.
started it with the some gonna like it, some ain't. And here come the boys in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's amazing, man. I kind of laid off the YouTube and drew back from the YouTube because of the the nonprofit organizations that is against the American Pit Bull Terriers and all that, and they really target me and try to basically falsely incriminate me and make it seem like I'm doing shit with these dogs that I'm not supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? And
Yep.
that's the reason why I stayed off the YouTube, because it's a lot of people out here in this dog game that they pretend to be pit bull lovers and advocates and all that, but they be the same people to lie and call the police on you and falsify, you know, like put some fake incrimination on you. So like basically they say you doing this and you doing that and you not. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it once you get to arguing with these people, it honestly makes you look more guilty. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. You right about that.
And like I had a cat. I'm not gonna mention his name because he's not important. He actually today try to make it seem like I called him to ask him about dog fighting or some weird. He wrote some weird shit, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
All I did was shout out the brother. You know, he's been claiming he's breeding Niggerino dogs for 30 years. I asked the brother, I said, hey man, I like to learn some knowledge. I like to pick your brain for some knowledge because I wanted to learn specifically about the Niggerino line of dogs. And if you've been working with that line of dogs for 30 years, you should have some good gems to teach me about that line of dogs. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
But what I noticed was this man, his names was not behind the pedigrees of these dogs. He didn't have generations upon these dogs for 30 years the way that he claimed that he did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while he's claiming that he's got the purest line of Niggerinos and he's got the how did he word it? He worded it, I've perfected the Niggerino line. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whole time I look at the pedigree, it says Townsend over Townsend. You're not Townsend, bro.
Yeah.
How you perfect a line that you're not even up generations in? So when I called the brother out on this, what is the first thing he does? He goes on Facebook, makes a public post about me, and tries to say falsely incriminate me and make it seem like I was asking him about fighting dogs.
Oh,
I
damn.
never said anything about fighting dogs. You see what I'm saying?
That's messed up.
Some weird shit. So I realized that he's doing this because I'm a YouTuber. He trying to get some clout off me. You see what I'm saying? He trying to make it seem he trying to put this brother got his dogs took by the ASPCA a couple weeks ago. So now he's trying to pass that heat on to me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shiesty shit going on in this bulldog game where these boys is, you know, I figured because I'm not a part of all that dumb shit and legal shit they got going on, that I'm not affected by it because me not being a part of it, you know, I'm not committing the crime. You understand what I'm saying? But you got some of these dudes that will try to falsely put your name in it and put your name out there and make it seem like you doing shit that you not. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Anybody that know me know I'm about hunting dogs and showing dogs, weight pull, and just overall conditioning a dog. That's what I like to do. That's you know, I trained martial arts for many years. So for me, it's not about doing nothing illegal with these dogs. It's about keep conditioning, maintenance in a dog, keeping my dogs athletic like bodybuilders. It's the same thing. Some people like to go to the gym and lift weights. I like to get dogs strong. You know what I mean? I like to see my dogs on swole. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much just what type of time I be on. But some of these cats can misconstrue it and make it seem like you conditioning these dogs to participate in illegal shit, which is just terrible, because you got your own community destroying each other. You got people who claim to love these pit bulls and want to be a part of the breed, and you got the same dudes who claim that they not doing, shiesty shit with these dogs, and then they be the same motherfuckers. Like I'm a name drop, like Southern Triple J. I watched his videos many of times. I listened to him talk about how he didn't condone in this and he didn't condone in that, and then you come and you see the brother, you know what I'm saying, in a situation where he didn't caught a case because his goofy ass was where he wasn't supposed to be when he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that's some hypocritical shit. So then when I seen him crying, oh, PBK this, PBK that. Nah, brother, you put yourself in that fucking position, bro.
Yep.
You can say you was fixing cars, you was buying weed, you was doing this, you was doing that at 8 o'clock at night, my nigga. You full of shit, dog. And you ain't gotta prove that to us. Now you gotta fight the courts. And I'm with the brother. I hope he beats that case. You feel me? I hope he beats the case and all that. But I don't want to get into too much of that, but I just wanted to share my insight of what I think of that. It's a lot of hypocritical motherfuckers that's not living the lifestyle that they say they living with these pit bulls. You see what I'm saying? And and it's just crazy to me how, you got all these dudes, like, for instance, my problem with Southern Triple J, he was vouching for. You see what I'm saying? Told on everybody. Got paperwork says he's him and Snake Man Pedro, they child molesters. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. I never heard that before.
Yeah. Snake Man Pedro. You want?
Yo. Dang, bro dropped out on me. He coming right back. Y'all give a brother a few seconds. Y'all hit that like button at the bottom. While we wait on the brother to come back up in here. Something. We had a malfunction just now. Okay, he back.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, you good?
So the man is.
Let me just say this before you finish it off. You know what I'm saying? I never heard none of that. I'm good. I never heard the bad stuff. No, I'm not gonna say it's not true or it is true. You know what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, I never heard it, but I want to do it like, I fuck with, and I don't really want to do no tearing down off my page.
I mean, you could say that. It was the same dude ratted out Lou Kobe.
Who is that?
Louis Kobe. Everybody loves the Kobe's.
Louis Kobe.
Same nigga told on him. Told on one of the most legendary dog mans of fucking all time.
See, now he'll go come for you now.
Come for working like K9. I got his paperwork. He gonna get beat the fuck up. It's gonna be like a 10. It's gonna be like a 1090 Jake episode. He don't want to do that.
It ain't me. I never heard that. And like I said, I'm listening to you, bro.
Snake Man, certified pedophile. He on the sex offender registries as Snake Man. That's what they put his nickname on, the sex offender registry. Peep that. You got White, the dude from who made them Jeep dogs, White's Cab.
Yeah, Al White.
Another sex of child offender, whatever, pedo. Real talk. These is dudes respect is they acting like these dudes is real certified dog mans, and they did this. Get up on the YouTube, talk about all these matches and all this crazy fucking incriminating ridiculous shit. Whole time you done told on everybody, cuz.
Man,
you's a rat.
You gonna make kill me, man. You gonna make him kill me.
Hey, listen, when we started this podcast, you said some gonna like it and some ain't.
Some ain't.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's my personal shot towards him. Now let's take another shot. Working like K9, punching niggas in the face today like I'm 1090 Jake. All right, Tom Gardner got caught sending 12-year-old little girl motherfucking sexual messages.
That
Yup. He can go ahead and hop on here too and catch a motherfucking beat down because I post his paperwork too.
damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
These
yeah.
are the dudes that everybody's respecting and acting like these dudes is the shit whole time. Man, these dudes is busters. Straight like that.
Damn.
Straight like that, man. You see what
Damn.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see a lot of guys in this dog game that's getting acknowledged for being people that they're not. Stand up, real, great men. Whole time, a lot of these dudes was not great men. Their lifestyles, but beyond the dogs, they was bad people. They wasn't good people to begin with. Maurice Carver was one of them. You see what I'm saying? Maurice Carver was a pimp, and he was pimping out little 13-year-old girls and shit.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Real spill. You know what I'm saying?
Now you can have good dogs, but really they don't, whatever they do in their personal life, they might got good dogs, but that don't mean they're a good person.
That don't mean they're a good person. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And for me, I don't want to feed dogs from these people that like, for instance, for how I feel about you helped destroy the dog game, dog. You helped destroy it. You didn't help promote it. You broke it down. You got dogs killed. You see what I'm saying? The whole situation behind why he told, because he's addressed why he's done what he's done, is because his ass was stealing dogs, and them boys caught up to him and violated him at a show, and then he turned around and told on everybody.
Damn.
But wasn't you the nigga that was stealing dogs?
Damn.
So after you go steal somebody's dog and they beat your ass, violate you, pistol whip you at the dog show, your ass gonna tell on everybody when you was the original perpetrator? Come on, man. It's a lot of shit in this game, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers is doing a lot of fugazi shit, and I sit back and I watch this shit, and I keep my mouth shut about it because it's really none of my business, and I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? But that's honestly the reason why I name drops Triple J. The only problem that I had with him is that he got on YouTube and vouched. He vouched for him. Why you vouching for this man when you could fucking Google his name and he's a fucking rat? Why you didn't Google his name? How you gonna jump on there and say, oh yeah, we still bulldog with him. He still come to our shows. And guess what, my nigga? Now we know what type of shows you attended, my nigga. Yeah. Because your goofy ass done got caught at one, you dumb fuck. So you sitting at the show with a motherfucking rat, and then you wonder why your ass get caught up. Come on, dog.
Damn.
Come on, dog. Keep it funky. The only show you see Mike Medina at is an ADBA show. See what I'm saying?
Hey, them boys gonna be on my ass like damn they was on Shannon Sharp when he had Cat Williams. Saying why you let him say all that stuff? I didn't know the man was gonna say all that shit.
I didn't know the man was gonna say all that. Hey, I didn't know I was gonna say all that either. We got on this podcast talking about Black Panthers and all that. And to be honest with you, this interview just went a little too long. So I just kind of got bored and started throwing punches at motherfuckers. You feel me? But the original, I didn't mean to get on a platform and bash nobody, but this is honestly something that I've been holding back for a while because I've been watching a lot of these falsified dog man operate and talk that talk, and whole time I knew they was full of shit. So when they come to the light and they get beat the fuck up, you see what I'm saying? By the world, you feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't my fault. You could be mad, you could like it, you could not like it, you could take it however which way you want to take it, man. But whole time, what he gonna do? He see me at an ADBA show, he want to catch a fade, I'm gonna beat him the fuck up. See what I'm saying? Old ass nigga, I don't give a fuck how old he is. I'm gonna go to jail for punching out a senior citizen at the goddamn ADBA show. And whole time, if I go to an ADBA show and I see that rat motherfucker sitting there, I'm gonna say, hey, all of y'all boys, y'all condoning this nigga telling on the most fucking legendary dog, man. The motherfucker put Ed Farron in jail, dog.
See, I didn't hear all that stuff. I'm not saying it's true or not true, but I haven't heard that stuff, man. So
I can send you a news video where this motherfucker had the audacity to get on channel 5, 4, whatever fucking channel it was, and talk like, yeah, man, them dudes was dog fighting and woo woo woo. He on the fucking news article like one of them groupie motherfuckers talking about dogs.
Damn.
The same nigga, dog. And I'm not here's the thing. They've been exposed, this fucking clown. They've been exposed, fucking Snake Man, for being a pedo, and niggas still fuck with him. You see what I'm saying? Tom Gardner still throwing Snake Man dogs into his fucking pedigrees. You won't see not a near Snake Man dog in a working line kennel sauce. You'll never see that.
Yeah.
I'd rather go get some dogs that nobody ever fucking heard about the pedigree than to run dogs off them snake ass rat motherfuckers, child molesting motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, so, now that's some pretty some pretty heavy stuff there, man. Them boys they gonna say something about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they do, because I'm trying to build my platform anyways. I'm trying to build some clout. It don't even matter. I take shots. But here's the thing. I got better dogs than all of them boys. Now, when you ask better dogs, Mike, why you got better dogs? And goddamn, all of these goofy motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you why I got better dogs than them. Because my dogs jump higher. They swim faster. They fucking run faster. They breathe better. You see what I'm saying? They condition keep is better. That's why my dogs is better than they dogs. Because if we took these dogs and we took them in a non-incriminating sport application like wall climb, weight pool, or any of the above, I'm talking about dock diving. I'm talking about, I got pit bulls that run track like coon hounds. We can tree track with these dogs and see whose dog gets more points. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
If their dogs cannot compete in anything that I just mentioned, we not even in the same lane. I have working dogs. Y'all boys got quote unquote game dogs, whatever the fuck y'all claim to have. But when it comes to working dogs and the working ability, I'm outworking these dudes every time. They don't have dogs that can jump higher than my dogs. They don't have dogs that can pull more weight than my dogs. You see what I'm saying? So in the end of the thing, if your dog can't outperform my dog, we don't even gotta match and do all that illegal 1950 shit, because we already know who's got the fucking better dog. Come on, man. It's common sense. How your dog gonna outperform my dog? He can't even fucking die. He can't even beat him at nothing. You feel me? That's something that's one of the shots that I had took at H. Lee Robinson, because he claims that his dogs have superior abilities and he claims that his dogs have superior genetics. If your dogs are so great, why they can't outperform my dogs in wall climb and weight pool? Explain that shit.
Yeah.
So that technically means I have the stronger, more agile dog. So the genetics behind my animals is superior to these boys because they dogs is not working. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Kennels that I could respect, kennels that I look up to, that I say, okay, this man might outperform me. I'm gonna give an example. The Carls, them boys hog hunt tough. You see what I'm saying? Them boys really do that in real life. You see what I'm saying? So the intensity of them animals that they build, and they really putting down and producing real quality working dogs. You see what I'm saying? Following registered of merit titles, the old school, the old way of breeding. It's crazy because these people know that you could take the most accomplished pit dog from the past, like Mayday or Barracuda or any of these dogs that have really, done some miraculous stuff in this game. Those dogs, when you bred them, even to other great females and stuff, a lot of times they didn't produce. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So basically, if they're not producing and they come from these great titled dogs, that tells you that having a titled dog or putting a fancy name on a dog don't mean shit. To me, what means something is numbers. If I can produce dogs that jump higher the next generation than they did the first generation, if I can produce dogs that weight pool, they can pull more weight than the dogs in the first generation, then I'm evolving the pit dogs and they're getting better, literally.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? These are better performing dogs, literally. We didn't have to go through the old methods of testing dogs, because if your pit bulls are really bred true the way that they're supposed to be bred, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
They should already naturally come out game. They should already naturally come out animal aggressive. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to teach a pit bull to be game or to be animal aggressive. But what you do have to teach a pit bull is to perform. You know, they don't just they're not just born knowing how to weight pull. They're not just born knowing how to wall climb. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's something that you have to condition a dog and teach a dog and let a dog know this is what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? Pit bulls are not natural tracking dogs. Like you said, when the foxes came up in your chain spot, the pit bulls couldn't even smell them. They would sleep. The Malinois, it would never happen. They could smell. They could smell them before they even get there. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
The pit bull is not the best track dog. They don't have the best, sniffer. But you can actually teach a pit bull to be a track dog.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
You could teach them to scent the same way you can a Malinois or any other kind of breed. I know you know this because you actually train dogs. You see what I'm saying? The pit bull is one of the most versatile dogs on the planet. It was actually Lou Kobe that said that these dogs can whoop your dog and do anything that your dog could do. You see what I'm saying? Anything your dog could do, they can do it better and whoop them.
Yeah. Yep. I heard that before.
Okay. So that is honestly the mentality that I have when I'm coming into breeding these fucking dogs. I'm trying to make better specimens each generation. You see what I'm saying? I don't even show my puppies or my productions or even any of my pit bulls anymore on YouTube because of the fact that you got so many people trying to falsify and incriminate people and bring down the game. You see what I'm saying? I just dropped his name. His ass probably gonna get on the fucking phone and call animal control on me. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, he probably ain't gonna do that. He gonna talk shit though.
Hey, he probably gonna do that. How you know he ain't gonna do that? That's what he did to them other boys.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard anything about that, man. So I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm just listening to you talk. You know.
Hey, I give it to him raw and uncut, man. Some gonna like it and some ain't. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, hit me with another subject, man, so we can change the subject. Go ahead, ask me a question. How about that?
Shit, how everything you stopped dealing with the pits?
No, I still do the game dogs, but I just don't do them publicly. Like I got a litter right now. No, I'm not selling a their dog. I'm giving them all away for free to my friends.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I'm not on that selling no dogs or none of that because to the general public or any of that, because I honestly believe the general public does not need pit bulls.
Nah.
So I'm saying they don't need high caliber working dogs because a lot of these people are not going to hog hunt. A lot of these people are not going to weight pull. They're not going to wall climb. They're not going to attend ADBA shows. So what the fuck are they going to do with these dogs?
You already know what they're going to do with them.
Some bullshit? Yeah, fuck that. You see what I'm saying? I rather give them away to fur moms and friends and people that I know is going to take care of them because at the end of the day, I didn't breed pit bulls to make money. I bred them because it was something that I had a passion for and I wanted to make dogs for myself. See what I'm saying? I wanted to make a better generation of working dogs, better generation of weight pull dogs, wall climb, tree and track, whatever I want to use them for. Because honestly, I pick dogs out of my litter and I use them for whatever intended purpose that I want to use them for. Give you an example. I got the Patterdales. I hunt rats. The rats are a big problem in Kansas City, right?
Yeah. So
this litter, I was planning on training some pit bulls to be rat dogs. You see what I'm saying? So when these dogs turn 8 weeks old, I introduce them to pet store rats and whatever, and you get them started up. And then from there, they should on their own go out there because they animal aggressive. They smell, you know what I'm saying? They catch on, they see a Patterdale do it, they learn. Next thing you know, we got good rat dogs. So when we take them to the farms, they laying out all the rats. And what I do is I go buy a couple of chickens, right?
Yep.
And I teach the dogs to kill the rats, but respect the chickens. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by the time this dog is a year old, he won't touch a chicken, but he'll kill a rat. So it always blows farmers' minds when I take the dog up into the pen and I open up the chicken coop and that pit bull or whatever kind of dog is flies in there, trying to kill something. And they literally will move right around the chicken and just to grab a rat.
That's good.
You see what I'm saying?
They
Right,
won't hurt the chicken.
they getting rats right up under the chicken, like the chicken's laying on top of the rat type shit. You see what I'm saying? The rats
Yeah.
live in the hay around the chickens. So these pit bulls or these Patterdales, whatever kind of dog I choose to use, will go in there and get the job done without hurting their livestock. See what I'm saying? So you have to train them for that. You got to prepare them for that. You got to prepare them mentally for that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the jobs and tasks that I'm gonna be. See, those dogs that I'm dedicating towards the rat, I don't got a lot of time to teach them, like, you know how you did Marino, you taught him everything. You taught him multiple things, taught that dog how to do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't got the time to teach a dog all that much. So I'm gonna take the dogs and I'm gonna focus on one area with the dogs. So as long as they grow up to master that job that I'm giving them, that's all I'm looking for in specific animals. So like some of the dogs that when they come out conformation correct, I use them as show dogs. I'll use them. I'll focus them on weight pull and wall climb, so then that way I could be able to win the top dog in the competitions. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
That's what I go for some of these dogs. I can gear dogs up for hog hunting too. You see what I'm saying? You get them used to the pig. Now I don't do the baiting, because some people take the dogs and they take a pig and they put it in the pen and they let the dog get on the pig in the pen. You see what I'm saying? Now I really don't believe in that method, because one, it's illegal, and two, because it's unnecessary. All these dogs have to do is see the pig, smell the pig, and get piped up. You can do it through the gate. You see what I'm saying? So I take the dog to the farm. I show the dog the pigs. The dog goes crazy. He wants to get a pig. So then when we take him out into the field, he sees a pig. This time I actually let his ass go. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they work. They either work or they don't. When it comes to hog hunting, it's not for the faint of heart. A lot of people lose dogs. It get ugly. It get crucial. You see what I'm saying? But we can definitely train dogs and gear dogs towards the pigs. But personal protection wise, I stopped training pit bulls to do personal protection early on when I got into this game, into these dogs, because of the fact that I don't believe that pit bulls make great protection dogs. And the reason why is because I've also had Malinois, and they just don't think the same and they don't operate the same. You know, there's a difference between a good protection dog and an attack dog. And I feel like when you train pit bulls to go at humans, they don't become Schutzhunds. They don't become protection dogs. They become attack dogs. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
And I personally won't feed any American pit bull terriers that have human aggressive tendencies. It's just not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand that, bro. Definitely understand that.
Yeah, I won't at all. But I do have a partner that does train pit bulls to do personal protection, and more power to him. You know, if it works, it works. But it's just something that didn't work out for me. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I definitely respect anybody that's using a dog to work for whatever purpose that they have intended for that dog. But like, for instance, the reason why I got out of Malinois and breeding shepherds in general, I didn't have a purpose for dogs to bite humans.
Yeah.
I'm not the police. I'm not the law enforcement. I literally have no reason to sick a dog on somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm 6'3" and 230 pounds. Why am I gonna sick a dog on somebody? See what I'm saying? And here's the thing: I've been bit by Malinois and German shepherds and Dutch shepherds and shit. I mean, I've been shot. It's equivalent. If you gonna sick a dog on that man, you might as well shoot him.
Yeah, you're right about that.
See what I'm saying? It's not like when them real dogs bite you, it's not like, you know, with the bite sleeve on, it look all cute and cool, but when it's real life, when they actually grab your ass, it's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it get real. This shit can rip your whole arm off or your calf off or something. You know what I'm saying? You might as well have shot the nigga with a 40.
Yep.
So that's personally how I look at it. And you know where I come from If you sick a dog on somebody out here in neighborhood or whatever, and he live, he coming back to kill you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have problems if you sick him on somebody.
You're gonna have legal problems. You're gonna have problems with that person. So personally, I just didn't have a need for dogs to bite humans. I just really didn't. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I got rid of my whole shepherd program, is because I respected the game. I respected the aspect of training a Schutzhund dog. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I still do. I still love it. I still think it's amazing. I still will put that bite suit on. I still put that sleeve on. But I just didn't have a reason to be training dogs to bite people when that's something that I just don't want to happen.
Yeah, I understand that, bro. Definitely
You know,
understand
some people say I keep these dogs, and this was my original excuse. I kept them dogs around because my pit bulls was too friendly, so that nobody would steal my shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'd rather have somebody come up in here and steal one of these dogs than one of these dogs catch a body in my backyard.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, you'd rather have that. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I don't care if he was stealing or what. I don't want to explain all that. Yeah, he got splashed. You know? Nah, fuck it. Go ahead. Steal one of the pit bulls. I'll get another one. You know? So that's just my personal take on the protection dogs. I just don't need them. So but other than that, I love the sporting aspect of it. But the difference between I see a lot of folks, they train these Schutzhund dogs to bite the sleeve, right?
Yeah.
Some of these dogs won't actually bite somebody. They just sleeve oriented, right?
Yeah, they sleeve driven. Yep.
They sleeve driven, you know. And then when they take them out into the field and the law enforcement actually has him and he's in the field with the dog don't do what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
You know, I've seen this many of times, and I've seen many of the personal protection dog people that over the years cool dogs out of their program because yeah, they would perform on a sleeve and all that, but real life scenarios, the dog wasn't worth a fuck.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I didn't have those type of dogs, man. I had dogs that when I bred, you know, I took I was one of the first people to ever cross the Czechoslovakian black dog to the Belgian Malinois. See what I'm saying?
I remember you had that dog that you was telling me about back a while back.
Back a while back.
Yep.
The thing about the Czechoslovakian black dogs, they're skittish. They're nervy dogs. You know, the Czechoslovakian military actually stopped breeding them because the Malinois were outperforming those dogs tenfold, right? But here's the thing. They took those dogs and they put them in one of those skiing. You know how they got every year they got the Huskies in Alaska that pulled the sled dogs?
I did a ride.
Yeah. They put some of them black dogs in that joint, and these dogs had night vision. These dogs had a better sense of smell. These dogs can scale up the side of mountains and shit. Like they can move where a husky can't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're faster. They move faster. They have night vision. They have a better sense of smell. They have all of these characteristics that came from the wolf. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was passed down through the lineage. Now, I felt like the Czechoslovakian black was not a complete dog. It was a cross in a program that failed, right?
Oh.
They replaced those dogs with Belgian Malinois, right?
Yeah.
Why they didn't take Belgian Malinois and cross them into that dog to create a better breed of dog?
It might be tried it, man. It might be just ain't work to that.
I don't think they ever tried it because I can't find no other research. What they did was they took German Shepherds and Carpathian Wolves and bred them together and created that program with German Shepherds and Carpathian Wolves. You see what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Malinois was never an ingredient that they threw in there, but you and me both know that the Belgian Malinois is one of the smartest breeds of dog on the planet, and it's actually a smarter breed of dog than a German Shepherd.
Yeah. Now
would you agree?
Yeah. Now that wolf dog that you're talking about might be the reason that it's not wolf dog, but that wolf that they added into that program might be the reason it's kind of skittish.
Well, that's what it was. You can't teach a wolf like you can teach a dog. Wolves don't listen. You see what I'm saying? So those original dogs, they try to water it down with German Shepherd to make it a better dog, but the German Shepherd, in my opinion, wasn't the dog that you needed to water it down with, because if you pay attention to the lineage of a German Shepherd, when the Nazi Germans were using them to freaking eat people in the World War, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what them dogs was primarily used for, was to hawk down black people and Jewish people and eat people during the World War. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
The American Pit Bull Terrier, what a lot of people sleep on, is the only time the U.S. government ever used the American Pit Bull Terrier. They used them to fight against the Nazi Germans' dogs, because in trench warfare, these dogs, they were letting 30 or something, 30 German Shepherds loose down into a trench. They would run down into that trench and just scrape the soldiers. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
Now, if you're in a trench and you got 30 German Shepherds running down on you, right? But you got your whole squad got, let's say, 6 pit bulls in that motherfucker. It's going to be German Shepherds running out of the trench. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, in my personal opinion, the U.S. government manipulated the breed, the American Pit Bull Terriers. They used them to defeat the Nazi German dogs, which were the German Shepherds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
that is honestly, one of the historical facts that a lot of people don't talk about in the American Pit Bull Terrier breed, is that these dogs was used to protect our soldiers from the Germans' dogs that was bodying people. So a lot of people don't understand the origin of a German Shepherd. The German Shepherd was used in World War as an attack dog, not as a personal protection dog, not as a Schutzhund bite the sleeve dog. Nah, these were dogs that they took in a pack and sent down a trench to go body soldiers. See what I'm saying? Now, those dogs originally came from wolf hybrids, the original German Shepherds. They were cattle dog wolf hybrids. What they were originally made for was the cattlemen were losing a lot of cattle, and they were losing a lot of cattle dogs to wolves, right? So on accident, a wolf ended up slapping ass with one of these dudes' cattle dogs. He kept the puppies and he raised them to be herding dogs. Well, long story short, that's what developed the Schutzhund breed, the German Shepherd breed. It originally came from the cattle dogs crossed to the wolf dog. Then they bred it back to a dog and back to a dog and back to a dog. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But they kept those same phenotypes of the wolf, and you still see it in the German Shepherd to this day. But modern German Shepherds are bred so far away from the original F1 cross that they are no longer wolf dogs. They're just dogs. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Vlac is much closer bred to the wolf because they reintroduced it back in, but the German Shepherd already had wolf in it. See what I'm saying?
I believe
so when you cross the German Shepherd to the wolf, as we learn in the pit bulls or whatever which breed, you can get a throwback. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That old blood from way back then will click, and it'll lock in. And you see what I'm saying? So that's why I think the Vlac dogs didn't work out, because they were, even though they were more German Shepherd than they were wolf, the German Shepherd itself had wolf in it, so it didn't click well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Belgian Malinois and the Dutch Shepherd, we know that the French and the Dutch had the same dogs. They divided them by color. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those dogs are way farther bred away from a wolf, because they from the jump were more cattle dog than they were wolf. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why the German Shepherd doesn't have the same caliber of herding instincts that a Malinois does. You feel what I'm saying? You ever notice that German Shepherds, they still herd, don't get me wrong, but the Malinois naturally born will herd. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't have to teach them that. You I've literally cut them loose in the yard. They get the herding. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, it's something that the people tell you when you're training the mouths, that don't let them herd you. When you're walking, they'll come in front of you and just, like, when you're walking them on a leash, they'll come in front of you and cut you off. Trying to cut you off while you're walking. It's what they call they herding you. They treating you like the herd. You know what I'm saying? And they just they people say you're supposed to stop them from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because they just, they'll do it.
Well,
they naturally got it.
And they DNA, they got more herding dog than anything else.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The German Shepherd, in my opinion, had more wolf in it than anything else. They might have been line bred off of dogs, but they kept the wolf phenotypes on purpose to make German attack dogs. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Malinois was always a utility dog. See what I'm saying? Yeah. The Dutch and the French, They kept those dogs as guard dogs and working dogs and all that, but they didn't send them down a trench warfare 30 deep to go kill fucking American soldiers or with British or whoever the fuck they ops, period.
Yeah.
They never used them for that. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
So what I'm getting at is the cross. I felt like the black dog had way too much wolf in it. When you crossed it back to a Malinois, they still came out with fucking hair inside of the ears. Peep that. You know how, like, you know what I'm talking about? In the inside of the ears, wolves have hair. The pups some of the pups will come out with the fur inside of the ears, like a wolf.
Oh, damn.
Bullshit you not. So what I did was I took the half Malinois, half black, and bred it back to a Malinois to make 87.5% Malinois, 15% German Shepherd black.
Damn. And that shit turned out straight for you?
What happened was all that nerviness that from the wolf, those wolf traits, it solidified into a dog. These were dogs. The original ones preferred meat over kibble, right?
Yeah.
The 87.5% Malinois ones, you could fucking hand them a piece of raw pork, they wouldn't even eat it.
Damn.
They were fucking dogs. You could tell them what to do: sit, stay, roll over, go in between my legs, walk backwards. You could tell them what to do. The original cross between the Malinois and the black, it didn't click like that. It didn't click like that until them dogs was line bred back towards the Malinois. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was, here's the thing: the Malinois are smaller dogs. Why? Because motherfuckers is jumping out of helicopters and shit with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They prefer them smaller because the way they use them, climbing up walls, all that. That's why they're outperforming the German Shepherds, because they're smaller dogs, right? I didn't need the dogs necessarily to be smaller. I needed them to be bigger to be guard dogs. So what ended up happening was I ended up making dogs that resemble Malinois, they had bigger teeth than a traditional Malinois. They had longer legs than a traditional Malinois, a longer snout than a traditional Malinois, and they had fucking wolf phenotypes. I swear these dogs got night vision. See what I'm saying?
Damn.
They still howl. They'll have all your fucking pit bulls back there howling at the moon. Swear to God. Like, not even joking with them. Like, they still have that wolf in them, but when it comes to, you know, the majority of the dogs' phenotypes and what the dog got going on, it's a dog. It's not a wolf dog. It's no longer a wolf dog. It's a dog. The black is still a wolf dog. The cross that I made was no longer a wolf. The wolf was bred out. But the phenotypes of the wolf still carried on because of the fact that the German Shepherd, the Belgian Malinois, and the wolf are all related. Well, the Carpathian wolf, they all are related.
Yeah.
So
the shepherd look more like a wolf, though.
Yep. So check this out. I try to sell that dog to the police department, right? Because I no longer needed it. I trained this dog to sniff drugs. I trained this dog to basic obedience. See what I'm saying? I didn't have to train the dog to attack nobody because the dog was already human aggressive as fuck. You know what I mean? All you had to do is flinch at me and this dog would fly at you. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
I could call her off and she'd call off right then and there, but she'd still be eye fucking you and growling you. It wouldn't take me nothing but a whoosh and she'd be on your ass again. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I try to sell this dog to the police. What do? They fucking hit my yard, raided me, took all my fucking dogs.
Damn.
True story. See what I'm saying?
Damn.
They tried to snake me for the dog. It's crazy because the day of that they were supposed to buy the dog, right? They backed out and said, we found a German Shepherd for cheaper. I was only charging $1,000 for the dog. I said, you're not going to find a dog that's trained in obedience, schutzhund, and detection for less than $1,000. You think I'm a fucking idiot or something? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he backs out the deal. The next day, them folks came through my yard with them yellow sticks, took everything. I had that dog put up somewhere else. They never got it. I sent that dog to the fucking mountains in the middle of nowhere in an undisclosed location. I still got the dog.
Damn, that's what's up. That's
You
what's
see what
up.
I'm saying? But I lost that day. I lost all my pit bulls. I lost my entire. I had 4 generations of pit bulls that I was working on. That I was basically, I got rid of all of the ancestors because the dogs that I originally started with were not the quality of dogs that I was looking for as I matured into a grown man and got older. Because I started with the dogs when I was 17. You see what I'm saying? By the time I was 20 something, I didn't like the same kind of dogs I liked when I was 18. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So when I turned 20 something years old, I had a nice solid bloodline of dogs. I was 4 generations in, and then folks came and they made me start all over from the beginning. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's messed
And
up.
yeah, that's just how the game go though. I feel like anybody who's really into these dogs, you said it in one of your videos before. I've been through that before. I've been hit. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Any real dog man is gonna go through that type of thing. Where I fucked up was I was trying to sell the dogs I was trying to do the right thing. I was trying to sell a dog to the police. They looked at it as fuck Mike. We could just steal his shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
We could just go over there and take that shit from him. You see what I'm saying? It's a fucked up world. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yep.
and that's just what it is. If you a real dog man, your enemies are all these non-profit organizations, Humane Society, ASPCA, there's the list goes on. There's so many non-profit organizations this back, and these people, instead of going after the real animal abusers, like the last time the Humane Society came over here, I told them, look, I can tell you where 10 stray dogs are right now. Why y'all don't go pick them up? Because our shelters are full. And what the
Yeah.
fuck is you doing over here harassing me about some dogs if your shelter's full?
Yeah, they shelter full, but like you said, they're gonna harass you about your dogs.
They gonna harass me about my dogs because they know I'm gonna pay some money if I get into a jam with these dogs. They know I'm gonna have to pay for city licenses. They know that I pay every fucking year so much money to their ass. You see what I'm saying? Just to keep they little extortion fee, just to keep the heat off them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whole time you got all these other dog mans. I don't know if they going through the same shit I'm going through, but I pay an extortion fee to them white folks to keep them the fuck off my dogs. If I don't pay at $300 a year, they will come over here and they will harass the fuck out of me. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's the truth. City licenses. You see what I'm saying? Word of my mother. Now, I got late on the city licenses. Here comes the lady to come extort me. I show her my dogs. I take it to the backyard. I said, take pictures, do whatever the fuck you got to do. She took pictures. She did whatever she had to do. She had to bounce, right? Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, Humane Society's lurking around the block and all that shit like they slick. I asked them, yo, what the fuck do you want? See what I'm saying? Whole time, they flying drones over my shit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm watching the internet. I'm watching Pelican Bay, the Hog Dog News. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm watching that rat ass nigga Royal Bulls Kennel get knocked up in fucking wherever he was, New Jersey or whatever. He gets knocked. Next thing you know, he tells niggas in Alabama get knocked, niggas over here get knocked. All these motherfuckers going down. I'm thinking to myself, like I said, I'm safe because I'm not a part of their little fucking world. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a part of none of that. I don't even associate with these motherfuckers. I don't even know these motherfuckers. I just see these motherfuckers always posting on some game dog forums, on some game dog groups, on some dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Whole time, all these boys get knocked, right? While they get knocked, they flying drones over my shit. You see what I'm saying? So they not. So while everybody going down, they over here trying to put me in the jam, in the picture, and I'm watching them. I'm watching them. I see what they doing. You see what I'm saying? They not slick.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Like I told the animal control lady, bitch, you flew a drone over my house. You know how many dogs I got?
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
bullshit. And they will fly them drones. They did that. One of my partners went in the woods on their property illegally and flew drones. And claimed they flew drones. They claimed they flew drones, but we don't know if they actually had the drone or they actually just went back there and looked and went on the property illegally and then say they flew a drone on it. So we can't say, oh, y'all been on the property illegal.
When they took them dogs from me, right? It was on a 10-acre ranch, a farm, bro. 10 acres. They took 8 dogs, right? It was an acre for each dog. Let's do math, right?
Damn.
In the United States of America, dogs is private property, right?
Yeah.
The gate on the front of the farm said what? No trespassing, private property, right? They They went right past that gate up into that land and seized them dogs illegally. Right? When I said, I'm going to sue you motherfuckers for stealing my dogs illegally, because in the United States of America, I don't give a fuck what state it is. You cannot go up onto somebody's farm and steal their coon dogs. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
You cannot go up on anybody's farm in the United States of America and steal their motherfucking hunting dogs. That is theft. That is felony theft. I don't give a fuck what agency you work for. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
When I said that to them, you know what they said to me? Go ahead, sue us. We'll charge your ass with 8 counts of animal cruelty. You be facing up to 40 years in prison.
Damn.
So basically, if you want your dogs back, go ahead, little nigga, pipe up. Cause we gonna park your ass regardless of what you do. Cause these is our dogs now. Then I see a fucking cop walking down the street with one of my fucking coon hounds. Word to my mother on both of my motherfucking kids, nigga. Swear to God. I see a cop walking one of my dogs. Them dogs never went to the shelter. You see what I'm saying? They never made it to the shelter. These motherfuckers gave each other, they gave their kids and whoever the fuck my dogs, bro. True story.
Damn.
I was at animal control the next day. They have pictures of every fucking dog they have in there. There wasn't a single picture of one of my dogs.
Damn.
Real shit. That's the type of shit we got going on in America that these motherfuckers is really breaking laws, stealing motherfuckers' dogs, violating motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? And we can't do nothing about it. I couldn't do nothing about it. They knew they fucked up. Why you think they didn't charge me with 8 counts of animal cruelty? Why? Because they illegally seized them dogs to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
They had no business going on private property, taking private property.
Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. When they do something they ain't got no business, they'll try to either leave your dogs or let you get them back for free or whatever. They'll do something. They'll try to clear their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they did something illegal to get the dogs.
That's it. So you know, when you're dealing with that type of shit, like I done been through it all. All I learned was I was talking too fucking much. You see what I'm saying? I try to sell them dogs and all that. That's why I said I got pissed right now. They not for sale. I ain't even post them. I ain't post them nowhere. I ain't post them on my YouTube. See what I'm saying?
Damn.
Because that's how fucked up the game has gotten, you know, over the years that you gotta protect your dogs. You gotta protect yourself. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes out there, you know, faking this lifestyle. They going to war with each other when we should be going to war with the damn Humane Society, ASPCA, and all these people that is trying to eradicate the pit bull breed.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You know? Real talk. You know, so you know, that's just my testimony on where I've been through and where I've been at in life. Now I don't keep so many dogs. Honestly, the shit can get out of hand. I feel like dog hoarding is a mental illness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know a lot of folks that hoard dogs. They like your babies. When you raise them and you breed them and you make them yourself, they are very special to you and they hard to get rid of. You see what I'm saying? It's hard for you to just give somebody something that you have sentimental value for. You see what I'm saying?
That's why I tell any brother, make sure that's the dog that you want to get before you get them, because once 3 or 4 months, 6 months, a year go down the line, you ain't gonna want to get rid of the dog no more.
Nope.
You know, you're gonna like the dog, love the dog, and really you don't like the dog, love the dog, but you love him and you don't want to get rid of him now.
Nope. And then I done seen people get up to 40 dogs. All of them they breeding stock. All of them they pets. They not trying to get rid of not one of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
At one point in time, I got up to 28. You see what I'm saying? Had dogs everywhere. Had dogs in different states, all over the fucking place. You see what I'm saying?
Damn.
I got to a point where, you know, that lifestyle, it costs a lot. It ain't cheap to feed dogs. So now you're pretty much struggling to feed dogs. You know what I mean? Yep. And I seen a lot of brothers go down that road and have too many dogs, and dog hoarding is rough. You see what I'm saying? So when I did get hit for them dogs, it impacted my life in a negative way, and it impacted my life in a good way, to where it was like weight off my shoulder. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Some of them dogs I rescued. You know what I'm saying? They might have been pedigree dogs, but you can rescue pedigree dogs. You see them in a bad situation, hey, let me get that dog off you. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I
You
had a
right about
coon
that.
hound that was like that. He didn't tree track. He didn't do nothing. I just fed him just because. I wasn't even gonna breed him. See what I'm saying? He just
Yep.
was. He was malnourished and fucked up when I got him. But then I had him for 2-3 months. The motherfucker was like 90 pounds. You know. I rescue a lot of dogs, man. That's another reason why they get on my ass and they hate me. Because a lot of the times I have some fucked up ass dogs around here. And the reason why is because when I see a fucked up dog, I save his life.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what's
I've
up.
saved a lot of dogs from mange. I've saved quite a few dogs from parvo. I've saved a lot of street dogs. If you ask me how many street dogs I've saved, it would be somewhere over 1,000. Seriously.
Mm.
Seriously. I've at least this year, I've at least saved 50 dogs. See what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up. That's what's
This
up,
is
bro.
not something that I post on my YouTube. This is not something that I go around bragging about, because it's not something that, to me, I gotta brag about. It's something that I do because I feel in my heart I had to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's something that I don't think, like, you know, some people, every time they rescue a dog, they want to brag about it, they want to post about it. I don't, because I'm not doing it for clout. I'm doing it because I love dogs.
Yep. I feel you on that, bro.
You know, so this year I've probably only taken 4 to the shelter. 4. Because they full. The rest of the dogs I rehomed. And then I had a dog back there that I had rescued, and it had rained or whatever, or snowed, and them folks came right away with them fucking drones and all that shit, acting like I left the dog outside. Like, man, that motherfucking dog would have been walking down the side of the highway if I didn't pick that motherfucker up.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? I put him in
Yeah.
an insulated dog house with hay. The fuck is the problem? You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So that's how I knew they was watching me real tough when I couldn't even have a rescue back there. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, they
You
was
got a
on you
rescue
then.
back there for less than 12 hours, and then the police knocking on my fucking door at 4 in the morning. True facts. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's the
I
bull.
had to
That's the bullshit.
I had to slow down on rescuing, because these folks want to got a hard on for me so bad that if I rescue a dog, they will fucking try to act like I'm the one that fucked that dog off and abused it. So I told the Humane Society and them folks that, I said, look, when you see a fucked up dog walking down the street, what do? You pick it up, right?
Yep.
They said, hell yeah, we pick it up. I said, all right, you pick it up. I do the same shit. What's the difference between me and you?
Yep.
You feel me?
Oh yeah, I feel you.
And like I said, I know where 10 dogs is at that's running free with mange and all that shit right now. I don't have the resources to rescue them animals. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I did, but I don't. I don't got the resource to rescue them animals, so they pretty much fucked off, man. You know, you can't save them all, man. I had to learn that when I was a kid. I've been rescuing dogs since I was 9 years old, man.
Damn.
You know, so it's not something that I'm never gonna stop doing. It's something that I'm probably gonna do for the rest of my life. And I told them white folks that, you know, I told the animal control and all that, and they still they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much told me to get a license. But here's the thing, I don't want them in my business. Well,
I
you know what I'm saying?
definitely
Why
feel you.
would
I
I go
definitely
get
feel you on
licenses
that.
to rescue and all that so I can have y'all all up in my yard looking at you?
Mm-hmm.
You
You ain't want them over. You ain't want them over there for nothing.
for nothing. You feel? I don't want them there over here for nothing. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, not my friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just how I go, man. I'm probably gonna do some breedings this year. I don't know, but for right now, I'm working on making some good dogs for the rat. You know, for rat dogs to help out the community, because you know them rat dogs, they really do a justice to the community when they out there killing all them vermins and all that in the hood. It's really helping out a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna keep promoting working dogs and keep doing what it do. And from time to time, I might rescue a few dogs here and there. But yeah, we done ran this interview for like 2 hours, man. So you want to wrap this up? We can.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I ain't got too many more questions and nothing like that to ask or whatever. I appreciate, you know, you rocking with the beta tonight, man.
Yeah.
I've been talking about pit bulls so much, man. I was good talking about the Panther, something different. You know what I'm saying? Something different to
Something
talk
different.
about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
something different.
Because I talk about pits too damn much, man. Damn, I want to talk about, like, you know, when you start talking about the Jaguars and the Panthers and this and all that, I'm sitting here looking up
Yeah,
shit. I ain't looking up nothing to contradict you. I'm just looking up shit
yeah,
because you know, you got me intrigued with it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
yeah.
figure out what's going on.
And
You know?
that's the thing, you know, that the more I started researching on it, it's really intriguing. To me it's very fucking fascinating when you're looking at you know, I'm very big into nature. I'm very big into outdoors and stuff like that.
Man, you might have
And
to go. You might have to go get you go camping or go out in the woods somewhere and get you some good footage and see can you track them down.
man, hey, I seen a big cat, dude, and I jumped out the car and started trying to chase it down with a camera with my little cell phone, and my baby mama telling me, man, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, you don't understand how important this is. I gotta get a video of this.
Hey,
And she like, man, we in the middle of DoorDash, and I jump out like, oh man, I gotta get a video of this. Yeah. So sometimes
yeah,
in the woods, it really be hard to record stuff, man. Like when I seen that wolf, how you see? Okay, you got a leash in one hand, right?
yeah.
You got a fishing pole or a shovel or whatever the hell you got in the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 or 3 dogs with you. If you see an animal, right, a wolf, lion, whatever you see, some animal you want to take a picture of, how
Yeah,
do you drop the leash, drop the shovel, let your dog roam off, pull out your camera, take a picture? Come on, man.
yeah. That
And when
he
you in the
gone by
woods
then.
and you by yourself, it'd be a little harder to, you know what I'm saying? To
Yep.
just pull a camera out. So I really need to invest in the GoPro and all that because a lot of the places that I'll be going,
Trail
it'll
cameras,
blow your mind.
trail cameras too. Them hunting cameras. You
Yeah,
set them
trail
up
cam.
in the woods somewhere, and just let them stay, and you get some footage from some cats gonna come by, walking by. You get some footage. You get
Man,
some
I
footage.
don't see some cool shit. One time I seen some deers cross the Missouri River. Now that was fucking cool, dude. They literally in the middle of the rapid water and all that shit ran right across the river like it was like it wasn't a river, dude.
Mm.
Just swum
Man.
right across to the other side. And I'd have had some dogs that jumped in there, and I had to, like, you know what I mean, rope them out, or like by the grace of God they got up out that rapid water because that river will swallow you. And when I seen them deer do it, I thought to myself, wow, those are some powerful animals. You see what I'm saying? If I would have got
Yeah.
that on video, I feel like it would have been something, you know, something to see. Because for me, it was very impressive. You know, I spent a lot of time on the river. Well, I used to a lot. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never seen anybody else out there.
Oh, damn.
So I've never ran into another human on the river. Never.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know something
So
out there, man.
yeah, so it's stuff out there. You feel me? And me and my uncle, one time we were driving over the top of the Missouri River, and we seen an elk, like a whole ass elk. And it was like basically like a mule deer type shit, like a big ass deer, like not no regular sized deer. It was huge. And
Man.
later on, the DNR actually found it, and basically they said that it traveled down from like Minnesota or some crazy shit, like Michigan. Like it travels from one of them northern states. It basically was looking for a mate and just kept roaming south, farther and farther south, until it got like jammed up on the river.
Damn.
And I actually got to see that mug. So you'll see a lot of cool shit when you get out there in nature and you start, you know what I'm saying, poking
Mm-hmm.
around in them woods. You never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna see out there now. That's one thing about it. You never know what you're gonna bump into. Yes, sir,
Never,
man.
you
Hey,
know what I
I
mean?
appreciate you rocking with me tonight, man. Like, if any brothers have any questions or anything about some of the stuff we talked about, I'll definitely let you know. Um,
Yeah, let them eat the comments up, man. I'll be in the comment boards looking and stuff, man. I know I done said some stuff that'll stir up the pot, but you know, some gonna like it and
yeah,
some ain't. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hey, yeah. I'll tell you, boy, he coming.
It's coming. He said it's coming. The storm is coming.
Yeah,
Man, I honestly should have probably say that for another time because I feel like with the politics and all the extra shit that I said, I kind of fucked up the Panther video.
I mean, hey, it's all good, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, a lot of folks that want to hear about the Black Panther and whatnot, they they probably shouldn't hear about no dog shit or be exposed to no pit bull world or none of that. Because, you know, a lot of people might not understand what the fuck we talking about, man.
Yeah. It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So let me go ahead and end this thing off, man. I appreciate all my brothers and sisters down in the chat. Y'all hit that like button before y'all get up out of here. Y'all remember, man, where y'all gonna get it at? Where you gonna get it at first? Where you gonna get the most? PBK9's Dog Talk and News, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there, and rock with the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Rock with the Bay. And I'm out.